morning. Getting a little warmer here, snow's melting. We're still doing the same stuff, still farming. So, got up early this morning. Today was arms. Hopefully that cow peeing in the background isn't too loud. Today was arms. Started with triceps today. Not sure how I like it. I felt like I liked it. Got a good pump on my triceps, fatigued them really nicely. And then I felt like even once I switched to biceps, my first set was like right off the bat, my biceps were pumped. So like my biceps were like ready for that first set, which felt nice. Also when I start with biceps and my elbows aren't real warm, the inside part of my elbows can get some pain. So I think it was nice starting with triceps. That way my elbows were pretty warm by the time I get to biceps, because I think it's that, like, I don't know, it's this forearm muscle and the tendons on the inside here that are tight or strained or something. So it felt good going from triceps with warm elbows to biceps. So that first bicep set felt really good. So I started with my new favorite tricep exercise, which is the underhand tricep extensions, followed to pretty much failure, followed by overhead hand tricep extensions within the same set. So do underhand till failure, then switch to overhand, and I think I have some more strength in the overhand position, so I can get a few more reps. And I really pushed the overhand ones to fit, like really fatigue and failure to partial reps. So that was the first exercise. And then did some overhead stuff, which I just did some single arm stuff. I did it with single arm overhead extensions with a dumbbell, and then with a 10-pound plate, kind of like a superset, or a drop set, I mean. But I wasn't a huge fan of those. I think I'm gonna try and find different tricep exercise, maybe dips with the bar, maybe close grip push-ups, like diamond push-ups, something like that, to isolate the tricep in a stretched position. Try and find like a stretched position to put my triceps in. I wish I had a bench to do like skull crushers or something. That would be cool. But I don't working with what I got, so I just did those two exercises. I did like 6 sets, I think, of the cable tricep extensions, and then 3 sets of the drop set overhead extensions. So it felt like my triceps were pretty fatigued after those. After the cable extensions anyway, they were really fatigued. Then I switched to biceps, went with just alternating dumbbell curls, and I was having my hands at my sides in a neutral position and rotating and squeezing, getting that real nice contraction in the bicep at the top on each rep. Doing like 12 reps each arm for those, or 10 reps each arm, and then going right into just some empty bar curls and doing 10 reps. Was kind of going to failure, having to do partial reps on those. Was kind of getting like to 90 degrees, maybe a little bit higher, but those were like really, really fatiguing. So I like those a lot. And then last bicep movement was just alternating dumbbell hammer curls. Use the dumbbells a lot today. Dumbbell hammer curls, same amount of reps as the curls beforehand, and supersetted that with just 10 reps of the 45-pound plate curl. So I felt like those, I was working on my brachialis a little bit more and my forearms with those, and they felt good. Fatiguing, I could feel my brachialis and my forearms fatiguing, and the plate curls were brutal. They suck. When all those muscles, it's not just your bicep that's on fire, it's like your forearm, your bicep, a little bit of your shoulder, your brachialis. all of it's on fire, like those get hard. So was happy with those. Was happy with the alternating regular dumbbell curls. Those got a really good squeeze. I feel like the cable curls are good. It's just hard to do a lot of weight, enough weight, because the weight swings, and it's just easier to get that nice contraction and squeeze with the dumbbell. This guy has been lapping up water this whole time, making a bunch of noise. So that was it for this morning. Didn't do a huge number of different exercises, but pushed them hard and did a lot of sets of the exercises that I did do. So I kept it simple and straightforward, but still felt like I went pretty hard. Don't know if I'm gonna be sore from it. Got to try and find a way to keep pushing that as my triceps, as I do like specifically tricep work every week and bicep work and work on a specific muscle. I feel like you can get into kind of a routine to where you feel like you're pushing hard, and you might even be going to failure and going to the point where you have to do partial reps and you can't even get any more full reps, but you're still not getting to that point where you're making yourself sore and you're really breaking down your muscles and forcing them to recover and grow and get stronger. So I got to find ways to get better at that, keep doing that. And maybe that's through research, maybe that's just through more sets, heavier weight, stuff like that. But I'll keep thinking about it, and that's the plan from here on out. Find ways to make it hurt. Find ways to make them grow. Another thing that I was doing, I saw a video of a guy talking about the length of the reps, as in time. So he was saying like 2 to 8 seconds, I think, was the range that like showed the most muscle growth. So I was trying to focus on not just when I had the weight up, just letting it drop down, or when I was doing the tricep extensions, not just letting the weight come back up real quick. Just control the negative portion of all the reps. That way it lengthens the time under tension that the muscle is under. So thinking about that too. I think that's a good way to mix it up and to keep your muscles stimulated with different things and force them to adapt, which I think is really important. So gonna keep thinking about that. But that was this morning. That was arms. Worked out. Read a chapter in Joshua in the Bible. Read a chapter in Joshua. Then read a chapter in Proverbs. And I was listening, during the workout, I was listening to a sermon on Joshua chapter 10, where the pastor said it was one of the greatest miracles in the Bible. It was when Joshua was attacking, I forget, it was like 5 of the armies in the land where Israel was, where Israel's army was moving through. 5 of the armies came, 5 of the cities and kings came together and united because they heard what Israel had done at Jericho and in their other battles and how the Lord was on their side. So these 5 other armies united and came together to fight Israel. But the Lord showed Joshua a battle plan to lure all these cities out and force them to run from Joshua as they ambushed them. And then God sent big hailstones down and crushed the enemy with those. Crushed those enemy cities and armies with those, and none of the Israelite people were killed. So it's just a really good example of God's strength and His power. It's just a nice reminder, and it's just interesting to think about too. So spent some time with the Lord after my workout today, and what more can you ask for? Good pump with the arms, spend some time with God. So I'll see you tomorrow. All glory to God as always, and I hope you guys enjoy the clips of the workout.